Hey everybody, this is Van Silk, not in my house. Boy, the day finally came. But before we start, make sure you go to rumble.com, youtube.com. Check out Not in My House with Van Silk. Hit the notification button. Hit the like button. And subscribe. This has been ongoing last couple of months with DJ Envy and his partner Cesar. Finally, Cesar was arrested today. But let's start off here. Let's go back to the beginning when Envy had a conversation with Tony the Closer. Now, it seemed like everybody was saying that it seemed like Tony the Closer was a hater. He was hating. I don't know if he was hating. I just think that he was tired of seeing people scam people. Now, Envy claimed that he didn't know nothing about what Cesar was doing. But the funny part is, you endorsed him. You brought him up to the radio station, The Breakfast Club on iHeartRadio. And it seems like nobody was trying to get on this until the news, real news, picked up on it. Now it seems like the ball is rolling. Check out the conversation with with Envy and Tony the Closer, and I'll be right back. This is Van Silk, not in my house.
I do feel like you're saying Cesar's guilty before hearing his side of the coin, which I think is kind of crazy. I mean, anybody can say anything they want, man. I just seen today that I owe people money. I just seen all types of shit. But the thing is, I think you should have that man on here to have a conversation and give his side of the story. There's two sides of the story. Well, there's actually three sides of the story, right? His side, and then what's the truth. And I think before somebody starts saying that somebody owes somebody money or somebody doing something wrong and making an accusation and an accusation, I think you need to have him on there and clear his own name up.
Well, I think that's fair, but I also
I tried to call you today with him on the phone, and you said you were clearly busy. So he's not.
But you know we talking about. Don't try to flip the narrative on me because that's bullshit. Did I not call you? I really swing it because like I've been being nice and I've been trying to.
You don't have to be nice. Did I not call you this morning? Tony, did I not call you? I called you 30 minutes.
But you know you bullshitting too, right?
I'm a bullshit.
Because the fact of the matter is that you know that Cesar's been doing bad business, and you just right now really trying to distance yourself because you don't want to be implicated with it. You know that he's been fucking people over. He fucked you over. He owes you money. You told me last night he owes you money. Like, this ain't me making up shit. This ain't me just coming out and attacking anybody. This is real people.
No,
it's like even like your man, the credit dude. That was a part of y'all whole situation, bro. He's out of $150,000. The nigga was out here talking about committing suicide. See, you can't play me like I'm the nigga that's just clout chasing and doing some bullshit. I'm really talking about people. Credit dude called me talking about he's in fear of his life. Like he's like, yo, I'm in fear of my life, and these niggas took my money. I got 7 or 8 DMs of people that's $400,000 or $500,000, bro. Last night on the phone, you told me, yo, this nigga owe me over $500,000. Don't do me now. You gonna try to get online and make me look like shit because then I'm gonna come back with it. And
this is the thing. You could come back with whatever you want.
I'm gonna come back with the
I just got off the phone with credit dude. I just got off the phone with credit dude, and credit dude told me that you were making things up. I just got off the phone with credit dude, and you said he's making things up. I just got off the phone with him. So obviously you are clout chasing because the main thing that you did was fuck up is you added my name, and that's what you did. You added my name because that's what it was.
He owe you money.
I did the real thing, and I came on here and spoke to you like a man. I didn't talk behind your back, and that's what real niggas do. When we have a conversation or disagreement, we have a conversation. All that other shit is out the window. And I'm trying to get Cesar on the phone because I called you earlier. And I tried to get him on the phone with you. I didn't try to call you earlier when you said, yo, call me back in 30 minutes. And when you call me back, I tried to call you.
Didn't you talk to me since then?
And didn't I try to call him with you on the phone? Did I try to call him with you on the phone? Answer yes or no. Did I try to call him with you on the phone? You full of shit.
Yes or no?
I thought you was a real nigga, but obviously you full of shit. I tried to be a real nigga and talk to you, but you get to clown like everybody else. I salute you. I hope you get that nigga on the phone, and I hope y'all clear it up. And anybody, if he does owe you money, I hope that y'all get it, and I hope y'all get it straight. I'm gonna do my best to make sure that if there is a problem issue, even though I'm not involved,
you manipulate right now, bro. Like you trying to dismiss yourself from the shit that you got going on.
Love you, brother. I love you, brother. Peace.
How you distance yourself when you the only reason that this nigga know who you are? We only know Flippin' and Jay based off him. Yeah, Tony is always this petty because you niggas are sitting back and okay with a nigga stealing millions of dollars from his community and saying that he doing it for the community. See, the exact same shit that DJ Envy said he was against when he said that, hey, I'm against the gurus who are coming out here and taking advantage of people and selling their courses and programs for hundreds of thousands of dollars. He came out and did the exact same shit.
This is Van Silk, not at my house. I'm back. So after we seen the conversation, one of the conversations, it was like the first conversation Tony the Closer had with Envy. Now, shit done hit the fan. Excuse my language. 6 hours ago today, Radio DJ Business Associated arrested by feds in New Jersey real estate scheme. Federal agents in New Jersey arrested longtime business partner of popular radio DJ Envy in connection to alleged fraudulent real estate venture. The arrest came after the News 14 reported investors claimed they had been swindled out of millions of dollars. Sad point about this is this has been floating on the internet and just been accessible to the internet by many before the news got involved. Without Tony the Closer, there wouldn't have been no story because a lot of people went to him. Cesar Pina, often promoted on every syndicated radio show on The Breakfast Club, was arrested Wednesday on wire fraud. The federal complaint against Pina, who was 45, claimed the man engaged in a Ponzi-like scheme to defraud dozens of victims. Envy, who was not charged, but many of the alleged victims say they were influenced by his celebrity status. But federal prosecutors say Pina amassed a significant social media following through his partnership with Envy to attract his investors. Envy and Pina frequently teamed up for seminars to pitch opportunities to flip properties, often in distressed areas of New Jersey. Now, I used to watch and see that, I like wondering how they was making this money. How would they get the money to flip property? Because, a lot of these people in this business don't like to spend their money. It's always somebody else's money. Pina promised to rehab and flip property with a return of 30% of the profit within months. But a lot of his alleged victims have been duped. Meanwhile, just check out the I4 News piece here, and I'll be right back. And after that, there'll be a couple of the people from another news organization that's speaking to some of the people that's been scammed. This is Van Silk down at my house. I'll be right back.
Tonight, an I-Team exclusive investigation involving a real estate deal and one of the most recognizable voices in radio. Investors in a real estate venture say they were swindled out of millions of dollars. And they argue syndicated radio rapper Rashawn Casey, better known as DJ Envy from the show The Breakfast Club, promoted these deals. Investigative reporter Sarah Wallace talked to the alleged victims and has the response to those mounting accusations you're about to hear for the first time.
We've helped so many people, not just regular people, but celebrities, athletes, executives.
That's DJ Envy on his syndicated iHeart radio show, The Breakfast Club. He's often promoted the real estate venture of his pal, Cesar Pina.
You might know him on Instagram as Flippin' NJ.
But it's more than just a passing endorsement.
You could partner with us on some deals, make some money with us.
Envy and Cesar have teamed up for seminars, including one at the Jacob Javits Convention Center, pitching opportunities to flip properties, often in distressed areas of New Jersey.
We invested $200,000 and looks like we're never going to get it back.
Jose Santiago and his wife Jessica Ortiz say they believed investing in this neighborhood of Patterson would be their ticket to the American dream.
That's the reason why I got into real estate, so we can actually start flipping properties, buying properties, so we can have something for our kids in the future.
The couple says they connected with entrepreneur Cesar after seeing him on social media with DJ Envy.
He's advertising this all over the radio and on television. I've seen shows of him all over the place, so I thought this was legit.
The pitch to invest in rundown properties that would be renovated and flipped for more money. The promise to return up to 30%. In some cases, Cesar didn't even own the properties. This couple took out $200,000 in equity from their Florida home, promised that 30% return within 4 months. Then they say nothing.
I'm paying the interest right now every month, and I have nothing.
Well, at this point, we just want our money back.
Nigel Chamblin says he was conned by Cesar into investing $235,000 in that same Patterson property, along with two others, $300,000 each for homes in Hawthorne and in Maplewood.
$835,000 in total on all three houses. There were other people investing in the exact same properties. It was a scam. It was a lie.
Augie Rios owns a custom auto wrap shop in Lodi, who says he worked on Envy's cars for years and believed his pitch. He did get back a return on an initial investment with Cesar, but maintains a second investment on this Patterson property went south.
If it wasn't for DJ Envy, I would have never invested into Cesar. I lost a total of $64,000.
After receiving 2 bounced checks, Rio says he got a visit from Cesar carrying this box of jewelry.
He said, take this jewelry until I can pay you back.
How much did he say this was worth?
15, 20 grand.
Then there's record producer Anthony Martini, who invested in what he thought was a promising apartment project in Patterson.
I lost $1 million.
And you went in because of DJ Envy?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I'd known Envy for years.
Martini's attorney has filed a lawsuit.
It's some sort of Ponzi-like scheme where he's taking money from one investor to pay off other investors. You're looking at over $40 million invested with the Pinas in their companies.
Breaking news here on Tony the Closer's Live.
The complaint floodgates opened up when alleged victims started appearing on the social media platform of influencer Tony the Closer, a self-proclaimed real estate scam watchdog.
I decided to make it where everybody would know the disgusting behavior that they're practicing.
Dozens of lawsuits have now been filed against Cesar and his wife. Several also name Envy, who has sued Tony the Closer for defamation after also going on with him live.
And there's nobody in here that could ever say Envy, they gave Envy $1.
Envy, whose real name is Rashawn Casey, declined to talk to the I-Team, referring us to a powerful Manhattan real estate attorney. He says the radio personality lost $500,000 to the Pinas in an investment deal to transform this vacant school building in Patterson into rental units.
He is a victim, just like the other alleged victims are in connection with the scam.
Why, if he's a victim, hasn't he filed a lawsuit against the Pinas?
He has a legal right to file whenever he deems fit. He is now contending with cases that are being filed every day improperly against him.
Why not come out on his radio show and warn other alleged victims if he feels that he was?
It's an ongoing, they're ongoing litigations, and there's no room for them on, any sort of radio show.
A lot of people say they bought in because of Envy's reputation. Does he not have some responsibility?
Absolutely not. The only reason why Envy is sued is to sensationalize the case.
The attorney is seeking dismissals of all the lawsuits. As for the Pinas, we caught up with Cesar's wife, Jennifer, in Bergen County.
Do you have anything to say to the alleged victims?
I say, just hold tight, and we're going to come through.
Where's the money?
That's a Cesar answer for you. I can't give you that answer. He wants to be here with you. He wants to do the sit down. He wants to have this interview. He wants to clear the air. He wants to explain his side, and he wants people to understand what's going on. But, he's been advised to not talk.
There may be some hope for investors. A judge has appointed a bankruptcy court trustee to oversee some of the Pinas properties. Any available assets could eventually be sold off to pay alleged victims. From Patterson, Sarah Wallace, News 4 New York.
The developer was Cesar Pina, a social media influencer who advertises real estate seminars. Rashawn Casey, he's a radio personality who goes by the name DJ.
News 12 senior investigative reporter Walt Kane has this Kane in Your Corner investigation.
I was happy to be a part of something, especially something this big.
Stanley Acosta thought it was his chance to give his family a better life. He invested $150,000 in cash in a real estate development deal. The money was supposed to be used to flip this property in Patterson. But Stanley says almost as soon as he signed the deal, something felt wrong.
One of the biggest flags for me was he didn't count the cash. I'm giving you $150,000 in cash. You're going to want to make sure that every dollar is there.
Stanley's contract promised in return for his $150,000 investment, he'd get $45,000 in interest, a 30% return in just 5 months. But nearly a year later, he hasn't seen any money and says Pina has stopped returning messages.
From a financial standpoint, it's killed me completely. I've had to take out loans to pay off credit card debts.
And Stanley isn't alone. Kane in Your Corner has uncovered over a dozen lawsuits filed by people who say they invested with Pina and never got the money they were promised.
Texting him almost every other day, hey, what's up with the money, Cesar? I need that money, bro. Constantly texting him. He keeps delaying.
Our investigation finds in some cases, Pina sold investments in properties real estate records show he never owned or sold years earlier. The lawsuits already total close to $10 million, with more being filed every week. Casey often appeared with Pina at real estate seminars, but his attorney insists he's a victim too.
And DJ Envy also gave $500,000 as an investment, which he has not received back yet.
Pina's attorney declined to be interviewed, but in a letter to the court, he complains about the tactics he says some investors are using. As for Stanley Acosta, he just hopes he and his family get some of their money back.
If I had an opportunity to say something to Cesar and his family, it would be to just do right by the victims.